to laying down on the mat, making sure your body is in one long line. Feet are out, mat width apart, feet dropping out to the sides. Turn the palms up, draw the shoulder blades down and towards each other to create some space across the chest. Take a close of the eyes and take a few deep breaths, laying in a supine position for a few moments. While you're taking a few deep breaths, scan the body from the head to the fingers to the toes, just having a check-in with how you feel as you're laying here on the mat. Floor supporting you, body heavy, jaw relaxed. Start to take the breaths a little bit deeper. In through the nose, out through the mouth, expanding the belly, the rib cage, the chest on an inhale, and allowing everything to relax and become heavier on your exhale. Bring the feet together at the bottom of the mat and bring the hands up and over the head, taking an interlace of fingers, straightening the arms, pointing through the toes, flaring the rib cage and arching into the lower back. Then push that lower back into the floor, move the hands across to the right side, the feet across to the right, left foot over the right foot. And just feel that long line down the left side body, eyeing out all those creases along that side. And compressing and contracting down your right side body, just trying to find a little bit of relaxation through the shoulders, the facial muscles, the jaw. Breathing deeply into that left side rib cage. Then coming back through centre, and then take the hands over to the left, the feet over to the left, the right foot hooking over the left foot, ironing out the right side body, pushing the lower back into the mat, compressing the left side body, relaxing through the shoulders, the muscles across the face, the jaw. Bringing the hands then back to a centre space, the feet back to join the centre. Bring the hands back up and over the head, palms flat to the mat, and bring a bend into both knees, bringing the feet towards the bum, hip width apart, making sure the head is in line with the spine. And then on an in-breath, start to curl up through that spine, one vertebra at a time. And when you get to the top of the in-breath, squeeze the bum at the top. Then out breath, slowly roll back down, one vertebra at a time again. And when the bum meets the mat, you take another in-breath and bring the knees to the chest and the forehead to the knees and squeeze. And on your out breath, bring the feet and hands back to the mat. Your next in-breath, raise the hips up, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top of the in-breath, squeeze the bum at the top. Out breath, bring the body back to the floor, back flat to the mat. And then bringing the knees into the chest and the forehead to the knees and squeeze. And then release hands and feet back to the mat. We're taking that one more time, curling up through the spine on the in-breath. Hips rise to their highest point. And on your out breath, we lower the back to the floor, bringing the back into neutral. Your breath in brings the knees into the chest, forehead to the knees, and you find flexion here. And then bring the feet and hands back to the mat and find yourself back to neutral. Bring the arms out, either T-shape or cactus arms. Bring the knees and feet together. On an out breath, let the knees drop to the right, the gaze to the left hand or elbow. And on an in-breath, bring those knees back to a centre position gaze back to the top. Out breath, knees go to the left and you gaze to the right. On an in breath, you raise those knees back up, back to centre point. 2 more both sides. Relax the knees to the right, gaze to the left elbow. Coming back to centre, drop the knees to the left and gaze to the right elbow. And come back to centre, in breath. Out breath, 1 more both times, knees to right, gaze to left. Moving the cervical spine in rotation, back to centre. And last side, knees to left and gaze to the right elbow. Come back to centre and bring the knees then in towards the chest. Bring the elbows to the inside of the knees, taking a hold of the shins, ankles or outside of feet. And then point the heels up towards the ceiling and stack them over the knees. And then maybe just have a little rock of that body from side to side, just massaging that spine. Trying to keep that tailbone down as much as you can and the shoulders down towards the mat as far as you can, drawing the knees in towards the armpits, thighs to outside of the rib cage. Just rocking a few more times from side to side. Just finding that movement, a little meditative as you rock that body. Then come back to centre, bring the knees back into the middle. Take a hold of the creases of the knees and this time rock up and down the spine a few times up to a seat and back down. And again back to a seat and back down. This time when you come to a seat, straighten the legs, bring the bum into the centre, toes back towards the shins. Engage the thighs to straighten the legs. Just bring the hands down by the sides of the body. Take a roll of the shoulders towards the ears and back down towards the hips. You can keep your eyes closed through the rest of this sequence if you wish. On your next breath in, reach the hands up towards the ceiling, and on an out breath, just fold the body over the thighs. Let the hands come to where they reach and just let the head hang. Curl through that upper body. Breathe into that forward fold. Every out breath maybe brings you a little lower. Take another long deep breath in. Push maybe the rib cage slightly forward and raise the gaze. And on an out breath maybe fold a little deeper and let that head hang again. Then start to curl back up through that spine, letting the hands track up the legs, back to a seat. Bring a bend into your right knee and bring your right foot over your left leg. Bring your left elbow to wrap around the right knee and bring your right hand behind to support you. Breath in, elongate through the spine, and a breath out, find some rotation around to that right side. Staying active through the left leg and pulling the left toes back, pushing the left heel away. Using that left arm to help you find an anchor, to help you find a deeper twist. All the time using long breaths in to elongate, long breaths out to rotate. Then turning yourself back around, bringing the hands to the left side of the mat just to counterpose the twist. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Then come back to neutral, straightening both legs. Give a little paddle of the legs. Then bring a bend into your left knee, left foot over your right leg, bringing your right arm to wrap around the left knee and your left hand behind to support you. Take a breath in, length, take a breath out and twist. A couple of more breaths like that. Using the strength and muscles at the side of the waist to help you find a twist. Seated through both sit bones, active through the right leg. All the time encouraging the left shoulder back and the right shoulder around. Coming back then to a centre space and then turn around to the right to counterpose your twist. Then bring it back to centre. Straighten out with the left leg and have a paddle of those legs. Bring a bend again into your right knee and drop the right knee out to the side, sole of the right foot into that left thigh. Active left toes, track the shoulders towards your left leg. Taking a breath in, raise the hands up, strength through that side waist and length. And out breath, fold towards that left leg, bringing the hands to where they reach. And again, let the head hang, let the upper body curl, making it a slightly less active forward fold than we usually find. Maybe taking another breath in and pushing that rib cage forward, slightly raising the gaze. And then out breath, fold back over that left leg and let the head hang again for a couple of breaths. Then starting to walk the hands back up that left leg. Bring your right leg out to meet the left. And then bring a bend into your left knee and let the left knee drop out to the side. Sole of the left foot into the right thigh, toes of the right foot back towards the shins. Take a long breath in and raise the arms. And a long breath out and fold towards the right leg, bringing the hands down, the head to curl in, the upper back to round. Take another breath in and lift the gaze, push the rib cage forward. And a breath out and fold back over restoratively over that right thigh. Starting then to walk the hands back up the leg and curling back up through those vertebrae, bringing your body to stack. And then bring your right knee in. Both feet together, let the knees drop out, take a hold of both feet with the hands, grow tall through the spine, relax through the shoulders, and then as you take another breath out, use the elbows to push into the inside of the thighs. As you lean towards the feet with the torso, whatever range of movement you can find with this forward fold, maybe you can come lower or higher than where I am right now. It's all about the sensations you can feel within your own body. And start to lift back up. Keep the left foot into the groin and bring your right knee into the centre. Take a hold of the base of that right foot. Find a balance point in between the sit bones and the tailbone, and then push the heel up towards the ceiling, toes back towards the shins, finding a hamstring stretch down the back of that right leg. Remembering throughout the whole of this seated practice, you can close the eyes. All the time breathing long breaths in, long breaths out. And bring that right heel back to where the left heel is. And bring that foot into the groin. Bring your left knee into the centre. Take a hold of your left foot. Find your balance point. Then push your left heel up. Toes back, hamstring stretch down the left leg. Bring a bend then back into that left knee. Bring the feet back forward in front of you. Arms to shoulder height, and slowly curl down through that spine, one vertebra at a time. And when that body meets the mat and the head meets the floor, bring the hands down by the sides of the body, turn the palms up, separate the feet to the width of the mat. Let them drop out to the side. Make sure your lower back is comfortable by tucking the tailbone down and pushing the lower back into the mat, and give those hips a little bit of a rock from side to side. Let the shoulders come down and away from the ears and create space across the front chest. Take a turn of the head in both directions, bringing it back to a centre space when you've done so. The eyes are closed, the jaws relax, the tongue's dropping away from the roof of the mouth. Let every out-breath allow your body to become heavier. And every in-breath, a little bit of lightness and lift. We're going to do a count of breath. Breathing in for 4, holding for 2, out for 5, holding for 2. Take a long breath in. Long sigh out through the mouth. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2. Take a long deep breath in and a long sigh out through the mouth. Choose to stay in relaxation for as long as you wish. Maybe you wish to continue those counts of breath. Or maybe just watch your inhales and exhales as they enter the body and exit.